my beautiful movie people. I am your movie nerd. Couple of things that we're going to discuss tonight. There's a new Mummy trailer. We're going to talk about that first. Then we're going to talk about my top 10 worst movies of all time, because almost everybody, even for movie critics and YouTube critics, have their top 10, and I have mine as well. But first, let's jump right into um the new Mummy trailer, and this is nothing like Brendan Fraser's the 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 Mummy, because mm, Brendan Fraser's The Mummy happens to be my number one favorite movie from the 90s. The the sequels were just okay. I heard we're getting like a new one pretty soon. I am so hyped up for that. But I do you know this is a different take of the Mummy, is from the same people who did weapons and I do know that this new Mummy movie is going to be out in the month of April, and I don't like to give away too much, but let's just say I am most excited for the new take of the new Mummy movie, because it looks like it has potential, literally potential. Seriously. I am really excited for the new Mummy because it has a different story, and I can't wait. Okay. Most definitely, that is going to be on this particular live stream, but it, gets closer of the end of April. I know it is too far from the events, but as soon as the movie drops and I have a chance to go see the movie, I will let you know as soon as humanly possible. Okay, since we got that out of the way, first I am going to move on and talk about my top 10 worst movies of all time. Normally, I don't have the worst movies of all time because I love movies 100%. I'm a huge movie fan. I do have my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I do know, I do know what is my number one favorite movie of like all time is, and that happens to be the newest movie with Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. And that's Song Blue. Another good movie. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10 stars, by the way. I will talk to you about that movie as well as another live stream. But, um, yeah, but I will do admit I do have my top 10 worst movies of all time, and I don't want to be like a negative Nancy, but the these are the movies that that I dislike the most. Already we grain it. uh, everybody is entitled of their own opinion, and this is my own opinion. And before I jump into my top 10, I do have some honorable mentions that happens to be Tammy from 2014 with Melissa McCarthy, Whole Pass from 2011, Tom Cruise, The Mummy, that's the remake from Brendan Fraser, but with Tom Cruise. This time around, definitely the Shadows with Blink, Rivalry, Out, Swim, a great white shark. Cars 2, not the first Cars, but because I do love the first Cars. One of the best Disney Pixar movies, but just the second Cars movie from 2011. D- Definitely the Nutcracker and the Four Realms from 2018, and yeah, and there's one more honorable mention, and this happens to be a Disney Channel original movie. You might see that on here. I have a ton. Like I'm talking about like Fremies, Bad Hair Day, and definitely the remake plus the sequel to the remake of On the Raps from 2021 and 2022. That's my honorable mentions. So let's get to my top 10. And both of my 10 spot and my 9 spot happens to be with movie musicals. I am a huge musical person, and there's not a whole lot of like movie musicals that I dislike. I only have like a couple, but it happens to be with the same composer. My, let's go with my number 10, and that happens to be The Phantom of the Opera from 2004. Yeah, I just don't like it. I prefer the original Broadway stage production over the the film adaptation from the 2000s because the original Broadway show is so iconic. I do love the music as well as with as it would Weber. Nothing uh, I have nothing against as you would Weber. I do think he's a great composer. I just don't like the film adaptation of the Phantom, mostly because of Drew Bauer's singing talent, and I was just a kid from the 2000s in my music class, and I first watched The Phantom of the Opera. I only saw the movie version before the Broadway version, and long story short, as a kid, I was creeped out, but when I saw the actual Broadway show, it makes me love the love the love the musical more. It would Weber is just a pure genius. So yeah, so the Phantom of the Opera from 2004 is definitely on here. It would Weber deserves better, and there's another movie that like is based on Ancient Wood Weber never musical, and that happens to be cast as my number 9 from 2019, and oh my goodness. Oh, let's just say I got nightmares, literally nightmares, throughout the pandemic lockdown because of that movie. The the only thing that I do like about Cats is there's only one song, and that happens to be the McAddy song. Yes, the the, the ultimate feeling song. McCaddy, Taylor Swift sing that song with Elvis Alba, and that's the only good part, by the way. Only good part, I tell you. Only the good part. But for the entirety of the whole movie, it's just creepy. It's more creepy than the Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. but try having the entire cast of like the cat version of the Who's in Whoville. Ugh. It is creepy, I tell you. Number eight is mm, it's another creepy movie, and I have two movies from 2024 on here, and that happens to be Night Swim. Night Swim is doesn't make no sense because it's literally about a haunted pool, literally a haunted swimming pool, and long story short, I prefer Jaws over Night Swim. At least Jaws is iconic, and it entertains me. Night Swim, nothing that entertains me at all. Number seven is another movie from 2024, and that happens to be Madam Web. And I saw this movie with my sister, and I name all of the movies that I dislike the most, and that makes me wanna rewatch it again because Madam Web is just bad. It's it is part of the Spider-Man spin-off movies, and I prefer Craven the Hunter over Madam Web. Number six is going back to the 90s from 1997, and that's um, Disney's Mr. Magoo. And I only like it because there is a trailer on home video that is looks like it is supposed to be hilarious. But when I watched the movie on home video back in the day, I just watched. I did not laugh. Who wants to watch a movie with an old blind man as opposed to be hilarious? No, it's not. I know it is based on a famous cartoon, but it is not for me. Okay, we're up to my final five, and my number five is a Dr. Seuss movie because there's more than one Dr. Seuss movie that is on here. on my top 10 list. And my number 5 is the Lorax from 2012. And I know for a fact that I have cousins who like this movie, but I'm I'm the only one who doesn't like it. The the, the only things that I do like about the Lorax is this one particular song that I like, and that's How Bad Can I Be? And I do like the acting with Zac Efron, Taylor Swift, and Danny Lovito, and Bay White, but for the entirety of the whole movie doesn't follow the source material of the, a Dr. Seuss classic, and and this and this new take of the Lorax feels like a creepy stalker movie made by kids. And if you want a good Dr. Seuss movie, make your kids watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. Even the 2018's version of the Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch and Jim Carrey, and also Steve Carell and Horton Hazel, who that happens to be my favorite Dr. Seuss movie than the Lorax any other day. And n- number 4 is Chicken Little from 2005, and oh, why bothered with this movie? I I only like it because like there's a couple of songs, and it does have a sneak peek of Disney Channel's movie service that I do like as a kid, but for Chicken Little, I just don't like it. Not one little bit of it. I'm sorry. My okay, we're up to my final 3, and the my number 3 and my number 2 is a from the Disney Channel original movies. So my number 3 is the live action remake of Kim Possible, and I'm a huge Kim Possible fan because Kim Possible is my one of my favorite Disney Channel show growing up from the 2000s next to um that show Raven, the life of second Oi, Hannah Montana, and Phineas and Ferb, and the Proud Family, Gravity Falls. I grew up with Kim Possible. I grew up with the show. I grew up with the two animated movies, and then we got the live action from 2018. my apologies, 2019, and they changed the Kim Possible's character arc, and I am disappointed. They were disappointed. They changed my favorite Disney Channel character to Bella Swan from Twilight. And oh boy. And yeah, let's just move on. My number two is another Disney Channel original movie. Is from 2022, and that's Christmas again. And in the first time in the Disney Channel original movie history that I think give a Disney Channel original movie like a 0 out of 10 stars, and this this particular movie takes the cake because this movie is about um this girl who wants to celebrate Christmas where she normally celebrate and cannot accept the fact that her father brings his new fiance to spend time with her during Christmas time. So she selects Santa for like a Christmas do over, just like Groundhog Day, and she's taking all her anger out of her whole family, and she literally never learns her lesson at all for the entirety of the whole movie. She did learn her lesson until literally at the final scene of the whole movie. And long story short, this is a means. This is a means spirited movie, and next to the live action Kim Possible and Christmas again happens to be the reason that I watch ABC Family, aka Freeform, full time. 2023 is the last year for original movies by the Disney Channel. The only last two Disney Channel original movies that is left standing is the Zombies trilogy and the Descendants trilogy. That is the last two Disney Channel original movies that happens to be legit iconic, by the way. let's move on to my number one worst movie of all time is The Cat in the Hat from 2003, and I'm more excited for the um, for the remake that we're going to get this November, because I'm looking forward to see that movie. But for the original live action, Cat in the Hat doesn't follow the source material at all. There's nothing in the movie that I like. No, nothing. I do like Mike Myers in the Shrek movies, Shrek 1 and 2, Austin Powers, and I love Guru and Bohemian Rhapsody, but him as the cat in a hat creeps me out. Literally creepy. And there's a lot of the adult jokes. Most of them, most of them are just sex jokes in a Dr. Seuss movie. And this is the last live action Dr. Seuss adaptation, and that's the only good thing, because I prefer Jim Carrey's Grinch over Mike Myers the Cat in the Hat. At least Jim Carrey followed the source material of the particular Grinch, but not for Mike Myers as the Cat in the Hat. I am 100% sorry. This is my own opinion, and I am so believe we're going to get a public remake of the Cat in the Hat. There's no Beba. I am totally hype, and that's my top 10 worst movies of all time. And thank you all you for tuning in. And my next YouTube live stream, if you like this one, I am going to do the full series recap of Stranger Things. That will be next. Thank you all, and I'll see everybody on the next live stream, and also have a good evening.